This video is sponsored by Velcro Floor Tiles.
Velcro floor tiles.
Worried about slipping all over the place?
Yeah, dude,
Spill
that's
a drink?
genius.
Slipping around? Velcro Floor Tiles
Why
will
would
help
you
you
need
stay put. Call
Yeah.
Velcro Floor Tiles now on 07022 246
No tapping, bro.
225.
That is genius.
Velcro Floor Tiles.
Bro.
Stay put.
This episode is sponsored by Squarespace.
Beautiful.
For me, it's a bit weird because I was doing this anyway, but for a company and like it's got to all be fit into a certain style, and now I'm still doing the same things.
You got the creative freedom.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and we can do whatever we
But
want.
it's going to be good for as well, like, because if you want to branch out and go work for some big company like the one you were working for,
Exactly. I can
you
do
could
that.
do, and it'd be like it's a promotion of your portfolio, isn't it?
It is,
Sort of thing.
and it's also I'm not tied down to it because, like, obviously before I couldn't speak about politics and I couldn't do this or that or this. Or whatever.
That's a bit of a mad one. Still.
Yeah, it is, but because I just wasn't allowed to because of where I work.
Situation.
Yeah. But
is that going too far now? Do you think?
Well,
when people, because it's like when you go for interviews and shit like that, they check your social media.
Yeah, they do.
They do background checks on people.
Yeah, that's bonkers.
Yeah, you see, the thing,
references from jobs before.
See, I got it.
I used the podcast in my application for
nice
for what I'm going for.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I didn't put the name there.
I was going to say, if they find this, you're
No,
fucked.
yeah,
I applied. I applied for.
I basically used. Spoiler alert! I'm applying for an in of court, so I've used the podcast as a sort of evidence for my self-confidence.
Oh right, okay.
Are you serious?
Myself.
No, that's sick. That's cool.
Yeah,
Mate, it's like using a school play, except like you're broadcasting it to the world. You've taken your own initiative.
Like I applied for a job up in Manchester. I didn't get it, but part of it I put in the application. In my spare time I've done this podcast and I've done this and that. So like it helps us regardless. Whether
I think on that segue we can go. Welcome to Ends Meet season 2.
I mean, to Ends Meet.
I was just going to record the intro later and just keep the conversation flowing. But here we go. Here we are. Hello.
So we don't really have a plan for this one, but I think we naturally segued into something that we're talking about. Yeah, life. What are we doing? Where do you see ourselves?
Yeah,
in the next 10
I think that's
years?
just what we'll do. Nice laid back one. We've got some coffee.
Just life.
I'm going to make candles.
Candles.
Yeah, you were saying this earlier.
Yo, did I have a time?
That ain't none of your beeswax.
Making a candle business. We're going to start making candles.
None of your
on the side.
beeswax.
On the side.
Where's he going?
Aiden's ran off to get something. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I just want to do something a bit more creative.
Aiden's gone to get props. Aiden has gone to get props
Well,
for
I mean-
an audio-only show.
Like, how do you feel with your creativity? How creative do you feel as an individual?
I don't think I'm a very creative individual.
I
Do you
think
feel
I'm
like
a-
this is an outlet for you, or do you feel like you want to be just doing something a bit more creative in your time?
I think this for me
Or
is
does it just not suit you?
This is my creative outlet, I'd say. This is like, because you can just talk. For me, I don't even see it as creativity. I just see it as like having a great conversation, like, and recording it.
Oh, that's fair.
It's.
See,
I'm not involved with the artistic side. I just I come up with some of the ideas for some of the things we do.
For me, carry on.
That's just about it. It is a creative outlet, of course it is, because it's doing something. It's providing entertainment and just recording. But I don't think, to answer your question, I don't think I'm a very creative person. No. I think I'm more analytical.
Yeah. I'd say I am, and I think this is one of my many different outlets. Like, because I play guitar. I'll draw in my spare time. I write, obviously, because I write music. I'll occasionally write lyrics and stuff like that. I'll just write shit down, just as a stream of consciousness, that sort of thing. I need to be creative a lot of the time. Like, my mind works overtime, so
I think most people do. I genuinely do.
But I mean, not in a sense of, like, more so than normal. So that's why I always have to be busy. Whenever I'm at home, I've always got to have something. I can't just sit back and say, like, if I'm listening to music, I can't just sit back and listen to music. I have to be doing something else, whether that's reading or drawing or writing or on the PlayStation or whatever. I've got to be doing something.
I feel like I've got an overflow of creativity right now. Well,
Yeah.
my job, I work in an escape room. It's full of just like opportunities to be creative in what you're doing, whether it's like designing shit for a room or something. But there's only so far you can get.
How would you define
inside a private company?
How would you define like your job? Like, is it? Would you say
Banter.
it's of course it's banter, but like, would you say what is it like? It's not. It's like a mix of hospitality, admin, setting up,
entertainment.
Entertainment,
It's
of course.
What's bowling? It's like going out for a It's like going out bowling with your family.
Or cinema.
Or the cinema.
Cinema.
I'd say it's entertainment.
Yeah.
Or like
sure.
leisure.
Yeah.
Leisure, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to
But
describe
like,
it.
there's so many. There's not as many outlets there as you think. As much as it is like a really fun job and it promotes you to be creative, there's nothing really there to.
I
go in.
think it's more. I think it's less creative and more of a sort of not expression, but a chance to sort of like embrace that side of you without getting that creativity out. I can't really put it into words. It's like because you enjoy it and because it's something that you like to do, you can feed off that energy. And
I tell you what, a job
all
you
that sort
enjoy,
of stuff,
man,
but-
is a blessing.
Oh,
It's a
I
big
know.
thing,
It's
for
a
sure.
blessing.
Yeah.
I've actually been blessed to not have a like literally. I got my job was to do my hobby for a living, or
Yeah.
still is really. I'm
Same,
still
yeah.
self-employed there, so I'm still
Same.
freelancing.
Yeah, I had the chance to work with podcasts and work with and be able to write and work in. Well, I can say without saying too much. So I worked in sport media, so I was around sport all the time. I fucking love sport, obviously. So I got a chance to work on football, rugby, rally race, everything. I got a chance to do all of that. Exactly, exactly.
Going to work, you're actually doing something.
Yeah, I'm actually motivated to do it.
Piques your interest.
Yeah. So that was a lot of fun, but because of the nature of it. I can't keep going.
Oh, Stephen just dug his finger into my Vaseline.
Gotta get that oral lubrication.
To be fair, Cal, you know, with your whole candle making business,
Yeah.
I have a document on my computer. Well, that's what I want to go get earlier, right? So, first thing.
This isn't going to be available for anyone to look at, but here we go.
No. So the file is there. Business ideas. Decommissioned.
Oh my god.
Well, we got the top.
Candle.
Well, we got the top.
Yeah.
I've got a cost list. I got a guide on how to make them. I made a plan. I made a product range and logo specifications.
Dude.
Word document.
Me and Faith are
and
thinking
things
about
to
going
consider.
into it.
If you want me to send this to you,
Me and Faith are thinking about going into it.
I will actually.
Mate, jump on. We'll go into the candle side business.
Have you seen this fucking
I made.
candle that what's her name's put out? Is it Gwyneth Paltrow?
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Does
Oh,
it smell
God.
like a
fucking
Yeah.
fanny?
smells
Yeah.
No, it smells like a fanny.
Yeah.
Oh, for
Yeah.
fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Like,
Have you seen that
Why?
Gwyneth Paltrow's got a documentary on Netflix now, Goop, isn't it, about all her
Oh,
fucking...
yeah.
Apparently it's full of
nutcases.
apparently it's full of like
Yeah.
misinformation.
Oh, it
And,
is. Like that fucking jade egg that she did. Do you remember that? She was
No.
like, women, stick this jade egg up your vagine. Up your vagine. Yeah. And it was like, and it helps your muscles tighten and all that stuff. Forgetting that jade is a porous substance that can store and harbour infection and encourage infection to grow.
Oh, disgusting.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Does she test this shit herself?
Yes, she tests everything on herself.
I don't believe that.
How long
Neither
has she
do
been
I,
sticking
but she says she does.
a yeasty.
Probably a lot.
Yeasty jade.
Let's not talk about that. I still have half a mug of coffee to drink.
Let's talk about life.
Yeah, let's.
If you were, like, going to be creative,
Yes.
what would you do? Like, what would you want to do as a hobby? Well, I know, like, Stephen, your hobby is quite creative, like, in the sense it takes you to new places. It
Well, mine's more active.
lets you see the
Mine's
world.
active, so my hobby is like
It's more adventure.
mine's adventure based. So mine's like I guess you could call it an extreme. Yeah, definitely you could call it extreme sport. It's whitewater rafting.
Yeah.
Like literally, you just gotta react on the fly, and you go down rivers. I wouldn't go down the rivers
At the
rain
moment,
we've
yeah.
had. Bloody hell.
Fuck that.
But yeah, so the great thing about it is it's quite like a nomadic industry. So you get to like wander and do your thing. You can work abroad wherever there's water. You can work. But the only problem is it's quite seasonal. So
of course,
it's
yeah.
like that's the problem during the winter months. But there's sure I'd say it's more hospitality, especially when you're on a natural river, because it's hospitality and leadership essentially, because you've got to look after these people, especially if you're on a natural river. A ribber, ribbed for your pleasure. And let me just get on me inflatable.
Mate, fucking sliding down those slides. If you could have like a dream job though, like anything.
Well, I think I was in my dream job.
You reckon?
No, I mean,
I reckon.
But you can make anything.
There's always more, mate.
Anything.
You could do anything with your job, like producing.
Exactly.
Anything.
Exactly.
You reckon?
Yeah, because I was, and I kind of still am.
You could be a
on the
film
way to
director
that, you know?
or anything like anything you want
Yeah,
to do.
but I don't think, because I think at one point it was my dream job to be a film director or a producer or something.
Do you know what my dream job is?
What?
Cutting me off in the middle of sentences.
Sorry.
We'll bring that back from season 1. Nothing changes.
Yeah, go on. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, because that was at one point I thought I would have wanted to be a director or something, but I think the fact that I stumbled into the job I was doing, it sort of changed my perspective and like, oh, I never thought about this. This is actually what I want to do.
But I mean,
I am finished.
But if you had like a musician's type of
Yeah, I could do
job
that. Yeah, but
I'm saying like a dream job, like anything.
Yeah.
It could be literally anything.
because I wouldn't be a session musician because I never learned guitar.
I'd be
But I'm
Yeah, I
saying
wouldn't be able
towards,
to.
like this is
Yeah,
wild. Serious shit.
yeah, like I wouldn't mind being in a band, whatever. But for me, over the last,
Did you say you'll be Maya Jama's toilet?
Groupie. Have you seen that thing on Twitter though, where the guy's like hiding? He's like, the caption's like hiding in Maya Jama's toilet, and he's in the bathtub with goggles on, and then someone drops a Malteser in, and then he like scoops it up, and it's disgusting. It's so funny. But my dream job though would actually be, I'd want to be able, essentially, to own my own company, maybe my own life. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I don't want to work for someone else.
No.
Yeah.
I hate the feeling of setting my wage. My wage is valued on what another person
Mate,
dictates.
that's what this is all about.
That's why I enjoy being self-employed. You know, like I set my own hours. I work my own hours.
Yeah.
And I can charge what I want, essentially.
Yeah, to an extent, I can
To
do
an
the same
extent,
thing.
yeah. Obviously, you can price yourself out of a job. but
Exactly.
like,
Yeah, you don't want to undercut everyone because then you're being a dickhead. You don't want to oversell
You're
yourself because then
essentially a
they'll get someone.
prostitute to your trade.
Well, no, because
Well,
you're able
I
to
set my own
dictate.
hours. I work my own hours. I set my own rates.
No, but
I've got a nice red light.
I can work. I can take my own Johns. I can choose my own Johns.
And at least I can give him a wipe down before we start.
make sure he douches.
Oh, nice.
Been there.
Have any of you seen Sex Education on Netflix?
That's pretty funny.
There's an episode on that when one of the guys is like, "Oh, I've never douched, and I need to learn how to douche." It's like, come on, can't be that difficult, surely.
Just get a water balloon, mate.
Yeah, it's off. It's off.
That is massive. Can you see the pulse?
The what's it? It's like what are those
fine.
things that clean the gravels?
What?
The
A fucking
jet ski,
pressure-
the
a
pressure
pressure
washer, innit? Gotta make sure
days.
you get the.
Mate, he's talking about pressure washing the inside of his asshole.
Jesus.
Wait, mate, the amount
Oh,
of
pressure washing.
the amount of crust
Yeah,
that's up there,
pressure
mate. You could
washing.
probably draw your name in it.
You get your girlfriend.
Stephen.
Love the power of editing. On me.
And with that, we're back. We just had a little snack break.
Biscuit break.
Stephen's mum came in and gave us some lovely snacks.
Big up the mum, then.
Callum's
Mate, these
enjoying
biscuits are
something here.
fucking good.
No,
We've
What
got
are
some.
they? Can you just introduce these? Because Stephen's mum just came in and gave us
Yeah.
food.
I don't know, they're
And
called
it's-
Bassin Darachion.
Mate, I got sparkling water.
He means they're called basson d'achon.
Whoa, we were.
That's not
Mamma mia.
that's not where they actually are, but you know.
Bassin.
Bassin Darkachon.
Oh, I love a Bassin Darachion.
Basson d'achon.
What accent? Oh,
Pass us a Bassin Darkachon, please, mate.
I know we were talking about serious stuff, but what do you reckon the worst,
Biscuit.
the worst sort of accent is to say in an English accent? Do you know what I mean?
The worst
Language.
English accent.
Sorry, the worst language to say in an English
English
language.
accent?
Yeah, so like it'd be literally like
It's got to be Russian.
what would Russian be?
In an English accent? Oh,
Yeah, because you've got a Cyrillic alphabet, so it'd be difficult to do the words.
Privyet.
So it's got to be like a Latin one. So Italian or Spanish would be like uno cerveza por favores.
Oh, we're doing it like
But you
hard
still have
English.
romanization.
Yeah, yeah.
Arabic,
Privyet,
whatever, innit?
Taj Hish Voyesh.
What does that mean?
I mean, it's
What was
hi,
that?
How are you in like Russian? As well?
That's what it is.
Yeah. Taj Hish Voyesh.
No, me the fucking
No,
boys
actually-
had a stag do.
No.
Worst
Japanese.
language to speak in an English accent? Welsh.
Oh god.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
God.
Oh no.
The double L's.
Lanfair.
No, that's
No,
Welsh.
That's Welsh. Yeah.
No.
La-
Lanfair.
No, Lanfair.
Lanfair.
Lanfair. Pool Gwingui.
It wouldn't even be LAN, it'd be LAN.
Yeah. Lanfair. Lanfair.
Lanfair.
How would you say Pulsquingle in English
Diolch.
accent?
Gwyn-
Diolch.
Diolch.
Foul.
No. hang on,
Wow,
no. This is a serious point though. How would you say
you can't.
LlanfairPG in it? Because the middle bit has no vowel, no English vowels. Pulsquingle has no vowels.
Let's get the actual thing up.
We are all showing off by saying
LlanfairPG.
Speak for yourself. I can't say the fucking thing.
Planticilio go.
That one.
Go go go.
Ah, I see.
PG to everyone.
So it'd be Lanfair. Piwilgi Willingi Logogere Chwerin Drop Will Ant Silly go.
Worst
Language
to say.
That would be
As
bad.
opposed to, of course, Planticilio go.
That's the one
Wow,
indeed.
the flair. The flair.
No.
If you could tell.
Japanese is bad as well because of the way they pronounce some of the. They kind of get cut off in the middle of words or something like that. Callum!
Brum accent.
bro.
Nah, brum.
I don't know.
It's got a bit of charm to it.
like
It's got a bit
endearing.
of charm to it, but
Oh, don't get me wrong.
West Country is just shit.
What about Glaswegian?
Glaswegian.
It sounds like you got a ball of phlegm in your throat.
Okay.
Any
You know,
accent,
Ouija.
dude.
What amazes me
Any
about
accent
Britain,
that shortens the word the to I can't really deal with. Oh, I'm just going to the toilet. I'm just going to the toilet. No.
I'm going up to
I'm going up pub.
Leicester.
Just going up the pub now. Having pint.
That Fernando
I
Alonso.
kind of like
gonna have a
it, man.
pint
I
now.
really kind
Hello,
of like it.
Fernando.
Do you know what?
Single man, reveal yourself.
Do you know what I find quite
That Fernando Alonso twats into our island. He's got his name on it.
It's like
He'll
literally.
be buggered.
What I find quite funny is like, Britain's not a big place,
Not at all.
but the amount of accents we have in such a small
Ridiculous.
area,
Yeah.
like, what the hell's going on with that? Do you know what I mean?
There's how many
Like, I
different
think-
people are here?
Yeah, but think about how many states there are in America. They basically their accent varies on state by state usually,
It's
don't it?
because of the peoples. Because of the peoples. Because Liverpool sounds like North Walian, does it not?
Well,
And
because-
Irish and
North
everything
Wales
else.
has strong Liverpool influence. It doesn't sound. Liverpool doesn't sound North Walian. North Walian sounds Liverpool.
no. Because Liverpool was
No, but they
most
feed
people
each
here.
other,
Bec-
don't
because
they?
yeah, because Liverpool was a port city. There's a lot of influence from Irish and Welsh accents in there,
Yeah.
which then obviously feeds back into North Wales
Ours
as well.
was first, to be fair.
Yeah, because we were speaking Welsh before the English were speaking
Gaelic and
English.
shit.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's what I mean. So, like, with all those different accents, it's just different peoples because we had different
Yeah.
ethnic groups that came here.
Yeah, but the same.
yeah, because
thing
we had the
happens-
Normans and the Saxons and the,
Exactly, you had-
and
you
the
had- it's a
fucking
big
Vikings
mix of
came
different
over.
people.
The same thing happens in places like, I don't know, like France, but they don't have
You
massive,
you
Well,
have-
well,
you
well,
massive
have
and
well,
dialectical.
No,
Yeah, but I'm
but
saying
this
the
is the
area's wider.
no, but this is the thing. I think we notice it more because that's where we live. We're common
True,
with it.
maybe.
So I guarantee there'd be people from France, from Germany, from wherever. They notice their regional dialects more than they notice the difference in our regional dialect.
Yeah, the
even
Cypriot
with
Greek is massively different from what's essentially like classic Greek.
even with Americans, they wouldn't be able to distinguish between ours as easily as they can distinguish between theirs, the same way as we can't with theirs.
Yeah, because we just switch it on. Like if I hear a Geordie accent or a Liverpudlian or like fucking
we know.
Cockney,
Yeah,
like, my brain will switch and I'll just get it. I'll understand it.
What amazes me, right? We live in Cardiff, yeah.
Yeah.
Now
We
don't really speak in a strong Welsh accent.
No, everyone
Well,
says
we don't really
that.
have a Cardiff accent either. But if you go from here, Canton, go to Splot.
Yeah,
Strong
trust,
Cardiff accent.
trust.
Splot, go to Gabalfa.
Yeah.
Strong Cardiff accent.
Yeah.
Like, it's just... It's weird how it varies on such a short distance.
That's exactly my point. Like
even like 2 miles.
2 miles can make a massive difference in the way like you pronounce your words. But why is that in Britain? Because I guarantee you go to somewhere like Germany or France, 2 miles ain't gonna make that.
No, but that's it. Maybe it does, and we just can't. We just don't notice it.
This island is a pretty weird place as well. To be fair, our culture is very strange. Like a very like just crack on sort of people. Like fuck it,
stiff upper lip and that.
Yeah, well, like we're very sort of like tough in the side, like because I don't even think that's an English thing, or like particularly a Welsh, or it's not one individual country; it's a collective. British thing. I think,
and we're extremely pessimistic because if you think
we're sarcastic as fuck as well.
Yeah, because you think Americans, American dream, you can live the best life, whatever. Yeah, with us it's everything's shit, the weather's shit, our country's shit, our government's shit.
There's no enthusiism in anything, and that's the difference. Is that in America you have people that like with massive enthusiasm. You have cheerleaders and fucking. If you had a cheerleading team here, do you know how bullied those girls would be? Shut the fuck up.
It shows you. What shows you what pessimism is in Britain. Yeah, is like if you show like a British flag, right, people are going to assume you're part of the EDL. Yeah, but if you're an American, they're like, oh my god, that guy's a patriot.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Like, you've got to
That's
shit on your own.
I'm not laughing about that. I'm laughing from the fact that Stephen just muted a call from his girlfriend because he is doing the podcast.
Wow, listen.
When he's supposed to be meeting his girlfriend in 10
15
minutes.
Yeah.
That's 10 minutes.
Oh my god, Stephen, I'm sorry. I think I may have just ruined your relationship on this podcast. I've exposed you. Hashtag Stephen.
It's gonna take a lot more than that, I reckon.
Good.
Oh no.
That's how it should be.
Okay. Well, on that divine note,
we have to end
run away.
Yeah.
Before Stephen gets circumcised
This
by his lady friend.
This has been a bit of a shorter one.
yeah.
Yeah, no, but it's been nice. It's been free.
It has.
It's been fucking loosey-goosey.
Yeah, man.
We've had lovely biscuits as well, to be
We
fair.
kind of switched tune halfway through completely.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah,
did.
a
It's
lot,
a bit of a.
We were supposed to be talking about life, but we set it going. We had no idea what we were talking about. Then we decided to talk about life, and then we ended up talking about accents. Like that.
Yeah. But that is life. And life has accents, and accents have to die also. Like this episode.
And that's how we end.
Thanks very much for listening.